All right, we back again, y'all. So we're gonna see because I was looking up on that little Ronnie thing that happened with his little daughter and all, man, and that's sad, tragic. Rest in peace to them. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Hold on, let's check it out. Let's see what we got.
Something like this one, we
Shout out to Tim.
can get you a brand new, super efficient.
A 30-year-old man and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
Sky 4 video shows dozens of evidence markers around a maroon Challenger. Also,
All them bullets. It took y'all all them bullets to kill them. I mean, to unalive them. Really? I'm sorry, but to unalive them, it don't take that many bullets. My grandpa taught me a long time ago when I used to carry guns. He said, son, I used to be like everybody else. Oh man, I want the big gun with all the bullets and stuff. He was like, if you can't hit somebody in 6 shots, then you don't need to be shooting. He said, ain't nothing he can't get done in 6 shots that he can't get done with an automatic. So I stood by that on, and plus I'm from Texas, so you know that's a cowboy thing. But that's crazy, man. That's crazy. They went after the child, man. I don't I don't condone any of this. I get the gang violence, I get that and all that, but you took him down in a car wash with his daughter. Coward.
vacuum still laying in the front seat. Fort Worth and Mansfield police were on scene to help with crowd control. Raw emotions as loved ones rushed to the car wash. Cries were heard as people leaned on one another.
When is gonna stop? He didn't target nobody. He was a family man and he was going around rapping. Okay, why would you target him? He didn't bother nobody.
Okay, so you yelling at the wrong people. First off, all y'all know, I'm mixed, black, Panamanian, Puerto Rican. Okay, let's get that out the way. I got like 15% black in me. I'm gonna speak on something that's true, and it holds true, and it always will hold true. If you you're yelling at the wrong people, you need to be yelling at the young black men that did it, or the community that lets them do it. Our community has way too long let too many people get away with this, and yeah, I'm in Texas, so I know. Yeah, you can hoot and holler out in the streets all you want. It ain't gonna get nothing done. Obviously, y'all been doing that for years and ain't nothing happened. You know, these kids now, they're seeing what they see in Chicago. They seeing what they see over there in LA, in California, in New York. And Texas ain't never been no better. I mean, we the South. We the third coast. We on first 48 more than any other, I think more than any other one besides what other one? Florida, maybe? They always got Dallas on there. Fort Worth. So yeah, you got all that stuff going on in Chicago. But they got that on there, so that tells you something right there. There's some heinous stuff on that show, boy. Let me tell you, it lets you know exactly who your people is.
And a baby, his baby.
March 3rd, 2025, at approximately 10:49 a.m., Forest Hill police were dispatched to a shooting incident at a local car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. Upon arrival, officers discovered a 30-year-old male laying on the ground suffering multiple gunshot wounds. He'd later be identified as Chucky Smith, but more commonly known as the Texas rapper Get Money Lil Ronnie. Inside of his vehicle, officers made a horrific discovery. His 5-year-old daughter had been shot. Officers tried life-saving measures on both of them, but tragically, both of them would be...
May they both rest in peace, man, you know. That's tough, man. Think about little girl had to go. That little girl had to go and she couldn't even call for her daddy. He was going with her. and they both got sent up. That's sad. That's real sad. Beautiful little girl too. The dad wasn't a bad looking gentleman either. He wasn't. But the little girl, boy, that little girl is precious. We're gonna get through this.
Pronounced dead at the scene. Preliminary investigation revealed two shooters wearing blue jeans and gray sweaters exited a white four-door Kia. Ronnie's vehicle was parked within a bay at the car wash, and while he was vacuuming his interior, the shooters approached on foot and opened fire. Surveillance video would hit the internet showing they fired from close range as Ronnie took off running across the parking lot and away from his vehicle. Ronnie would keep running, making his way to a dumpster where the two shooters who appeared to be fleeing came back. Standing over Ronnie, one shooter would again open fire, dropping him to the ground. The second shooter would go behind the dumpster, off camera, and it can be assumed he also fired into Ronnie while he was on the ground. With both shooters running off, Ronnie would make one final attempt to run, but only last 5 seconds before collapsing. The same day of the shooting, police would announce a suspect had been identified and an active capital murder warrant had been issued. 2 days later, police would identify both shooters to the public. 24-year-old Adonis Robinson is a convicted sex offender who was released from prison in August of 2024. He'd be convicted of sexual assault and failing to comply with sex offender registration. Apparently, he was 19 years old at the time of his arrest, while his
19
victim was 55. According to a news article from 2019, a woman...
Are you serious? A 55-year-old USA, a 55-year-old dude? That's crazy, yo. At 19, you were a career criminal from the get-go. You knew it, too.
was jogging a trail when she passed a man wearing a hoodie pulled tight over his head. She was attacked from behind as he threw her to the ground, hitting her and threatening to beat her unconscious if she didn't stop screaming. She continued to fight back and scream as he tried pulling down her jogging shorts. Someone nearby heard the screams and came to her aid as the suspect saw them and ran off. During the attack, the suspect dropped his phone charger, and DNA on the charger would trace back to Adonis. Surveillance video from a nearby cell phone store would show he bought the charger hours before the attack. 21-year-old Jacoby Russell has prior convictions for unlawful...
Why he look like Queso, little brother? He look like he can't fuck to the Queso in them. He look like he can't fuck to them. What's Queso real name? But he look like he related to Queso. Look, and it's crazy, man. All these guys, man. Look at him, and you looking tough. Yeah, that look tough. Yeah, about 5, 6 years, you won't be looking like that. You're gonna be broke down. And you're gonna probably try to keep it to yourself. Probably have a few more scars on your face. You ain't got hands, and obviously you don't. You ran up on him with a gun, and you'll get busted up, boy. Y'all young too. You're gonna get busted up, boy. They're gonna beat you down real bad. Unless you go PC for the rest of your life. It's capital murder. You might not even see it. Shoot, the state might get you for the people to. I'm just saying, this is crazy. And y'all decided to do that.
Carrying a weapon, assault of a pregnant person, and assault with bodily injury.
What?
Apparently in 2023, he beat his child.
Oh, so these just assaulting essayers and all that. They just bad people. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all see how quick? You see how quick? I'm gonna tell you something about my state. We don't play. We got a saying. You better have your mind before you cross that line. I'm gonna tell you. Don't play with Texas. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Shout out to Mac Mullah, is that Everybody in Texas know this. You come on vacation and leave on probation. That's if you leave at all. Texas is a state of its own. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if certain things didn't make the news, Texas would, and they could just do it as a closed circuit, Texas would. We could be our own state, our own country. They want to be. I mean, not state, country. We already are. But I mean, yeah, nah. I need my luxuries. Amazon got still come out. I ain't get no international charges. I'm trying to tell you, Texas gonna tax the hell out of us. But yeah, these boys is bad news,
child's
man.
mother by striking, scratching, or dragging her with his hand. A plea deal would leave him on probation for 3 years, but only months later he'd be arrested for shooting a man. Another plea deal would spare him from prison, reducing his crime to a misdemeanor and sentencing him to a 1-year labor sentence, meaning once a week he had to work at the sheriff's office. He decided not to go and had a warrant out for his arrest at the time of the car wash shooting. It would seem the system failed its Texas citizens, as neither man should have been in society after one attempted a rape while the other beat his pregnant girlfriend and then shot a man. The internet would heat up when photos of Jacoby next to Texas rapper CJ Casino were found. This would make a connection that would leave fans spinning theories as to who was responsible for getting Ronnie killed. But instead of focusing on the hypotheticals, what we need to focus on is accountability. I can't say what made Ronnie a target. It could have been his affiliation to the rapper Go Yayo that got him killed. But he was at a car wash in the morning with his daughter when shooters opened fire. It's become normal for anyone involved in hip-hop, from rappers to producers to even DJs, to expect violence because it comes within the culture of hip-hop. So a 30-year-old father can be considered careless for even having his daughter in the back seat. Normalizing violence leaves men not having the ability to be fathers, as their lives are constant.
Because it took me a long time. I had to tell my sons. And it took a long time to convince them. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Some of y'all youngsters don't know because your daddies ain't there to tell you. It's all fake. None of it's real. The dog's over here messing with me. None of it's real. It's all fake. Those cups probably got tea in them or some kind of Sprite with coloring or grape Sprite and not syrup. Now, Pimp C and them back in the day, that was real. These guys now, they're just emulating what they saw on TV because they scared to do it. They scared to do it because I'm going to tell you like this. We know. We all, the OGs, know that it's fake. Ain't nothing in that cup because OGs was dropping from that stuff left and right. We know. Y'all ain't sipping like that. And if you is, you're dumb because now with all the knowledge of knowing what it does to your brain, you got to be stupid. You're going to be 70 years old in prison, of course, but you but you go, oh, I'm hurt. Oh, yeah, well, you hurt. You be a Vicodin. It doesn't work. You're going to pop it and it's not going to work because your body then became immune to the drug. Oh, you goofy dummies. Go get high. Smoke weed. Stick with it and just go with that. Drink. I mean, what the fuck?
Constantly in danger. And in this situation, I don't think the shooters knew that little girl was in the car, but the thought of what if didn't stop them. I can't think of anyone that isn't disgusted with this story. A 5-year-old girl being gunned down with her father. Her last moments in the back of a car while his were on the pavement.
But at the end of the day, somebody gonna slip
killing
a
is killing, and every day the wrong people get shot. But who's actually to blame?
I'm so excited because Smile Express is fixing my smile. I walked in and I was instantly greeted by the kindest and cutest.
If the shooters were locked up back when...
I'm not saying she's ugly, but brother, I'm sorry. No offense to anybody that wear them, but I do not care for sandals at all, any way, shape, form. I don't know why. Nasty. I don't know. I don't even associate with people who wear sandals. I try to distance myself. People be looking at me like, you stupid. I'm like, and I won't talk to a girl. I will, but I would not try to hit on one or anything that has flip-flops on. The toe thongs? Nah, ain't me. Ain't doing it. Sorry.
One tried to rape a woman and the other shot a man, they wouldn't have had the ability to kill that little girl. If the so-called street code was real, the shooters would have got punished for targeting women in the past, but they didn't. Everyone can claim women and children are off limits, but the reality is, the streets knows no limits. Any and anyone can fall victim, and whoever's left either seeks revenge continuing
That's out the window when the OGs
or
win.
attempts to pick up the pieces.
Youngsters don't
As for
care
the
about
two
nothing but just
shooters,
shoot.
on March 6th, 3 days after the shooting, cell phone video would emerge of multiple police vehicles at a Chevron gas station in Livingston, Texas. Livingston Police, Fort Worth Police, and Texas Rangers would place a man and woman into custody, with police having confirmed the man was none other than Adonis Robinson. It's unclear at this time if the female will face charges of accessory. On March 7th, Jacoby Russell would be arrested in Fort Worth, and the chase officially came to an end.
Oh, you ran.
Both men facing capital murder charges, under Texas law, they can face execution, which I can't imagine anyone protesting against. A GoFundMe for the mother of the little girl that was taken will be pinned in the comment section of this video for anyone wanting to donate. A picture posted to Ronnie's Instagram would show his daughter with another little girl, and the caption would read, "My baby girl couldn't stand the fact that her friend was sad. This morning her daddy couldn't make it to Donuts with Daddy, so you know we let her know it's okay to join us and she can snap it up, and that changed her whole mood. My little Valentines, literally." A small act of kindness by Ronnie and his daughter would be returned after their tragic deaths, as that same little girl sent a video expressing how she misses her friend.
I missed you at school today, Armani. I love you.
Now, this is one of the saddest deaths within hip-hop in recent times, right? To hear that somebody's daughter got killed. And I mean, there's been similar situations. We had the guy in Chicago who allegedly pissed on someone's grave. They tried to kill him and they only killed his little girl in the backseat. He ended up surviving, and I think he might have changed his life. I hope he did. But just the thought of you can't go to a car wash with your kid without the possibility of being gunned down is crazy. And
I'm a pause it there because he's right. I'm going into a long time. Yeah, man. I live in Texas, so I know, and a lot of people look at me crazy because there's always probably 3 guns on me at all times. I sleep with 3. I carry 3. I'm always on go. Most of my people that are close enough to me, I've almost shot. They don't even know. And it's because I'm always on go. I live in a real world. I live in a world with violence. I live in a world where people will try to take what you have because they don't have it. I live in a world where the people that you have to watch out for are the ones that you call and tell you they love you. They'll cut you. So the reality is I'm always ready, but there's no way you can be ready for that. When they want you, they want you. Rest in peace to everybody in the video. Check out the Smith Cartel's channel. Shout out to 1090 Jake with the great content. Y'all go check him out as well. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. That was a tough one, man. Whew. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe, kings and queens. Don't let nothing beat you down. Just keep on going, keep on pushing, because end of the day, there's light at the end of that tunnel. All right.